it is, I think. All right, all right, all right. All right, 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 all right. We are back for now. We are back for now. Yo, what's good, Preston? How are you doing? Oh, my face is still a little puffy. Not fun. Ah, oh well. We'll be fine. Very good. Very nice. Yep. I need my chat to appear on my computer so that way I can see everything. Is right as of right now. There we go. We're good. We're in. We're back. We're back in business. Ugh. Nah, man. What's up? What's up with you, Preston? I saw you went live the one time. You caught me. You caught me in the stream. I said I would show up, buddy. I, but I don't know what was going on. I tried watching for a bit, but it kept cutting out. So I wasn't sure what was going on with it. Yes, Nate. You're welcome. Interesting. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Yeah, I'm not very well versed in the under 18 guidelines that YouTube has. Jesse, what's up? Welcome back. I am luckily in a much better position, I would say, tonight than I was last night because I believe you were here last night, Jesse. So if you were here last night, I'm sorry about that. That was awful, but we're back. We're feeling better. Yeah, you popped in at the end. Yeah, we're back. We're feeling a little bit better now. Tony Mac, greetings, sir. What racket is that? This is the Yonex Percept 100D, my good friend. I really liked this racket from Yonex, and I have one or two of them. I really wanted the purple one, but when I went to get it at the shop I work at, we were out of my grip size, and I was mad because I really wanted the purple one. I was really excited for it, but now I just have the two green ones. Tony Max String, K-pop. Yes, it is K-pop. I'm finally giving Tourline a try, and I played with it twice so far. Yeah, I got to play with it twice so far. So far, everything's been good. I have not got an extreme feedback on it in terms of like there. It hasn't done anything bad, I would say. I don't know if it's I don't know if anything has stuck out to me in terms of how good it's done so far, especially for a polyester hybrid combo. I would say it's probably the best one I've tried so far, but I'm not entirely sure if anything else really stands out about it. But I've only played with it twice, so I do need to play with it more to get the full thing going. Let's see. Jesse, you were feeling emotional yesterday, and you still are, but watching your favorite YouTuber stream makes you happy. Well, that's good, Jesse. I'm glad if I'm one of the favorites, I'm glad I can help. If I'm not, then I need to check my ego, apparently. Lol. Hello, sir. How are you? Jesse, I am. Okay, cool. I get. I appreciate it. Jordan, but the vibe is smooth. Did you mean smooth? Uh, Tell me, Mac, you changed your strings to X1 biphase and Kirschbaum max power rough. Pretty good combo in your opinion. You like it more than a full bed of confidential. Launch is kind of high, but very manageable. How is how long does it take before you break it, Tony? Because you're using biphase as the main and Kirschbaum max power, especially rough as the cross. How long before you break that thing? Because that does not sound like it's going to last very long to me. Arup, what's up? How you been? Tony, lol, that I don't know. You play with them once since Frank. Yeah, man. With that rougher string texture going against X1 biphase, that thing's just asking to break. I'm surprised it didn't start fraying when you were stringing it, to be honest. That's that's insane, dude. VG, thank you for the compliment about the glasses. I appreciate it. What's up, David? How are you, man? Can't wait for this work week. That's what we like to hear, dude. David, you'll find this interesting. So I was at work today because I was feeling much better than last night. So I was at work today and I did some math of how many rackets all of the stringers, myself and the other guys that string, how many rackets we had strung from the week of Black Friday to Cyber Monday. Take a guess, David, how many rackets all of the stringers at my store did. And for context, we have about hold on. We have about five, five full time. We have about five full time stringers. And then the rest are just part time and helping out when they can. Take a guess how many rackets we did from this past week. Okay, so you say 1,000. I will say it was less than that. It was less than 1,000. Hold on, jump in the shower. All right. VG, we got 1,200. Okay. So we're less than 1,000. I'll at least give you that one. And while they think about that, lol, sir, as you are a bookworm, different books related to what? Let's see. Kevin, what's up? How are you? Lol, would you please suggest me about how to control the mind? How to control the mind? I'm assuming you mean your own mind, not someone else's mind. But a good book on that. Hmm. This one, this book that I'm thinking of, it is one that uh, it is one that my mom really liked, as well as I was listening to it. I don't remember if I fully finished it, but I did like how it would. I did like how it was progressing in like the main theme of it. Lulk. It's called "The Power of One More" by Ed Milet. I really like that one just because of the premise of the book, the power of one more. And one of the examples that Ed Milet, the author, uses in the story is how his father, who was an alcoholic who always struggled with alcoholism, his father used the same rule of or the same the same rule that Ed talks about in the book of the power of one more, and all his father said was, "I may not be able to stop drinking forever, but I can at least stop drinking for one more day." And he just said that every day, and that was his way of continuing his sobriety streak. So I think that book can work very well. I just don't remember if I ever fully finished it because I don't remember if I did. But I think that one may be one to look into, Lulk, if you're wanting to help master your mind. That's probably what I would say because my mom really liked that one, and she's kind of very into this, very into mindset as well. All right. Rocio, how am I doing? Feeling better? Yes, I am feeling better. I feel so much better than yesterday. I gotta say, I went to work, everything was great, and we just kind of went from there. But I was suggested by people close to me. They're like, "Hey, just because you're feeling better, don't overdo it tonight because you feel better, and then just start backsliding." So that is why we are only here for 45 minutes tonight, and then as I continue to get more and more better, I have my dentist appointment tomorrow to see what's actually wrong with my face. As I get more and more put back together, then I'll go back to the longer live streams to make sure that I got everything squared away. But yes, I am feeling better, Rocio. Thank you for checking. I appreciate it. Tomek, really nice combo though for you. Good bounce control and power. Still has lots of spin. The feel is much better than full poly. Don't have to work so much on your ground strokes because of the power. Interesting. Okay. I like what I'm hearing, Tony. And you also chose to get the biphase and 16 gauge because of the low durability. Yeah, you kind of have to if you're crossing biphase with a rough string. It's almost a requirement. Let's see, Jesse. Well, you're home, so you got to go. You were in the car. Well, Jesse, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Have fun at home. Terrible X-ray glasses takes me back, dude. If there were X-ray glasses, that'd be pretty cool. Arup, your string of choice for your Gravity Probe was Lynx Tour. You settled on it after placing RPM Blast, Hyper G, Torbite, Razor Code, RPM Spin. Okay. I like Lynx Tour. I really do. I've been a fan of Lynx Tour since it came out before it was cool. I just wasn't making content about it, so no one really knew I was a fan of it unless they came to the shop that I worked at. But no, Lynx Tour, great string. I really like Lynx Tour. Let's see. Miku, what's up? Welcome back. How have you been? Miku, you still never answered my question from the last time you were here. So I've been waiting on the answer, Miku. You just never said. You left the stream without telling me. Keenzo, what's up? How are you? I'm doing much better today. My health seems to be getting itself in order, I think. But I go to the dentist tomorrow to see what's officially wrong with my face, besides what may normally be wrong with my face. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that tomorrow. Hopefully everything is good. We can go from there. Did Kirby take care of me? I don't know about take care of me. He was co-hosting for quite a bit while I was away last night on the stream, so he did that. But I don't know about taking care of me. Joji, okay, thank you. Let's see. Miku, you're just questioning? Jesse, bro, what are these comments? I don't know, dude. Sometimes the comments just go crazy, bro. Joji, ignorance is bliss. At times. Lulk, you skipped. Repeat one more time that book's name. Yeah. Here, Lulk. I will put it in the chat. One more. Yeah. Bye. And I want to make sure I spelled his name right. Yeah. Yeah. This one, I think this one may help Lulk. Like I said, didn't finish it, but I think that's just because I got sidetracked with other books or something. But my mom said that one was real. That one was really good at helping her just like have the small mental victories to keep going and progressing whenever she wanted to do stuff. Because she finished the book, she really liked it, and I really liked it from the small parts that I read about it or read from it. Kat, great to hear you're feeling better, bro. Thank you, I appreciate it. Jesse, bye bye. By the time I read this, I'll be gone. Well, Jesse, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Keen said, did I go to the doctor? Nah, not yet. I go to the dentist tomorrow. And then the doctor, depending upon what the dentist says, then I'll make a doctor's appointment. What's up, Beavis? Chris, do I keep the racket as an excuse for my tennis elbow? I don't know what you're trying to imply, but I don't know. Rosia, that's good. You're starting to have some. You're starting to have back pain because of some work you were doing at home. Girl, what were you doing that caused you back pain? Were you like trying to lift something and you lifted wrong? What's going on? How are you getting back pain? Cranberry? I don't know. Do you think it's a good name? Hubert? Kinza, that's great. Hope everything is well in the future too for you. Thank you, Kinza. I appreciate it. Customary. Someone get this guy a cough drop. Dude, I know. I was just coughing up a storm. It was crazy. Two, yeah, it's crazy sometimes. It really is. Kinza, you'll keep me in your prayers. Thank you, I appreciate it. Kat, you want to tell Kirby a joke? He isn't here. He'll be here. Don't worry. Like I said, we're only going for 45 minutes tonight, so Kirby will make his appearance before we head out of here. If you can't tell, he's right there. He's quite literally right there. He's just not all in frame right now. He's kind of taking a nap. He's not in his usual spot, but he is here in spirit and right there. Cyan? Singer songwriters? That's all, folks? What about singer songwriters? What singer songwriters? Cyan, I saw your channel. I see that you have a Persona 3 track on this playlist just called Run. Very cool. I like the Persona series. Very, very fun series. Rocio, you pruned a tree from your garden. The horsepower was yanking the sawed branches with a rope because you had to use a lot of strength to do it. You yanked sawed tree branches out of your garden with a rope. Yeah, I can see why you probably got some back pain, girl. That's insane. Why did you do that? Customary kicks. Is Paxton's 80-pound tension too much these days? Will, is that you? And there and Will, if it is you, there is no way Paxton is using 80 pounds. I do not believe you. Kinza, yeah, you're waiting for the grand appearance of Kirby. Okay. Cat Spirit Kirby gonna wait for you to tell my joke in a bit. Okay. We'll see. Also, you fixed a broken faucet in your sink, so you've been doing some heavy work at home. Yeah, it sounds like it, Rocio. That's insane. Are you doing this all by yourself, or are you getting help with it too? In, Will, indeed it is. The guy's up to 75. I don't believe you. Just because the last time Paxton got his racket strung at our shop, that he was nowhere near the 70s. He wasn't even near the 60s. He was, I'm pretty sure, in the low 50s. So unless he's decided to go up by 20 or 30 plus pounds since the last time I he got his rackets restrung with us, that's insane, dude. And I'm very surprised his rackets haven't snapped on him. Rosia, because the tree needed to be pruned and you have the tools to do it, so you did it. Yes, however, did you have help, Rocio, or did you do it all by yourself? Big difference. Nighttick, what's up? How have you been? You were here. You were here a few streams ago. I remember. Believe I remember the name. Uh, but I don't remember exactly what we talked about. Log dentist. No need to go there. You suggest you swap a two-stick. Its natural elements act as medicine in whole Arab widely being used is indeed very powerful. Miswalk before sleep. Interesting. Rosia, no, you did it by yourself, but that answers why you have back pain. Yeah, I can safely assume with you that is why you are having back pain right now. Well, you give me that employee discount. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. That is, if I try and get that for other people, I get fired. So unfortunately, bro, I am not. Our Mr. Simmons, what's up, man? Hope all is well. When do people normally try out Poly? Seems like it's for more advanced players. So, Mr. Simmons, great to see you again. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. But with Poly, it is it is mainly just a it drying poly is mainly just based off of when you want a specific thing, when you want more help with spin or control out of your strings. Sorry that took me so long to get there. I'm still recovering from a sickness. Anyway, when you go to try polyester, the big thing you have to know, Simmons, is that it is going to be a little bit harder on your arm and you're not going to get as much power from the string itself. So you have to be very careful about that if you do start trying polyester and you're not used to it yet. However, there are some polyesters that are softer. They're designed to be a little bit easier on your arms, so that way you can use them as a good switch over from if you're using multi-filament or a synthetic gut. And that is going to be able to help you just see if you even like polyester. If you've never really tried any before, then usually the softer ones do tend to work, which are pretty much the circular ones. As customary kickstander said, Torbite soft is fire. That one can be good. It is quite literally a soft string because they put soft in the name. It's a softer version of normal Solinco Torbite. So that may be one to try out. Or if you want to try a string that is soft as well, you can try almost any round and circular polyester because those typically are softer than polyesters that have sides or shape to them because those will help give you a little bit more spin, but they're typically going to be a little bit harder on your arm. So, Simmons, you can try poly at almost any time, but when you do go to try it, you do have to be a little careful just to make sure you don't run the risk of causing yourself tennis elbow or any other injury to flare up because at some point that may happen if you've had a history of problems like that before. So, if you have an idea of what poly you want to try and you can tell me what string you're using and what tension, I could probably help out to recommend one for you and we can kind of go from there. But if not, just whenever you feel like you're ready to try something different, just be a little bit more mindful. Excuse me, just be a little bit more mindful about the tension and what type of poly you get and just kind of and how to go from there. Hope that helps, Simmons. What's up, Alex? What do you mean? Alex, if you want the employee discount, you can get a job there. Like I told Will earlier. I cannot get the employee discount for anyone that is not my employee discount for anyone that is not me, or else I get fired. And I'm not trying to get fired. Let's see. Nehu, how are you? Let's see. Tony Mac, have I used Prince Premier Controller Lightning? Any thoughts? I have not. I have not tried Prince Premier Control, or I've not tried too much Prince out in general, just because my store doesn't have Prince. But I would like to try Prince at some point. That'd be fun. I would assume. Alex, only 45 minutes. That's sad. It is sad, Alex, but I am recovering from being sick, so I'm trying not to make it worse. Let's see. Alex, you like Torbite soft, you prefer Torbite much better in your opinion. Okay. Racia, it's not the first time you do these kinds of work. One time you carried 44 pounds of firewood to your house. Girl. That's crazy. That's crazy, Rocio. Props to you for doing that. But that's crazy. Sunturk, why am I wearing Under Armour in the US? Because I just had this in my closet. Isn't there's nothing is there something wrong with Under Armour in the US? Alex, Prince Premier Touch is the best soft, close to natural gut. Interesting. Is it a multi-filament, Alex, or is it a natural gut, or is it almost close to natural gut? David, Under Armour is made in the U.S., bud. Yeah, gotcha. David, that was a quick shower, if I do say so myself. Alex, okay, it is a multi. Very cool. Clear string Versa. All right. Sonter, you have Gymshark there. You don't where you are. You don't have that here. Unfortunately, that's really bad. What's wrong? Just because we have like Gymshark doesn't mean, bro. I don't want to pay for Gymshark. I've heard Gymshark tends to be more expensive, bro. Under Armour, I had a gift card to Under Armour, and I got this. I just really like the Under Armour. I really like this style of quarter zip from Under Armour. Plus, and yeah, I don't want to pay for Gymshark. That sounds like a lot of money that I don't want to spend. Let's see. Isaac, welcome back. It is almost Christmas. It's getting closer and closer every day. David, and Under Armour is coming back in style. And you were like 50, 20 minutes as usual. Gotcha. Let's see. Alex, what's my opinion on the new V-Core color? The glossy is sick, but a bit too red. Nah, dude. I'm not usually a big red guy, Alex, as you know, but I think the new paint job for the V-Core looks sick. I really do. I yeah, I like it. I I just really like it. I think the gloss on it makes it look better. So yeah. David Gymshark is you say Gymshark is whack anyway, bad quality for NPC. That's a crazy that's a crazy one right there, David. That's a hot take if I've ever heard one. The gym community will come for you, bro. All the gym bros are going to be looking for you now. Cotton, what's up, buddy? Not Cotton. William, what's up, man? Log, log. Who you trying to compare me to, and why? Let's see. Tony Mack, very surprised. Biface is very close to natural guy, like 9%. Interesting. Yeah. Biface is just good if you want something easy on the arm. It really is. But if you want to be durable, probably not your best multi-filament option. William, what's up? Missed the last today. Uh, what do you mean by the last one? Are you saying that you missed the last live stream? Because if you did, William, you didn't miss much. You just missed me being very sick and not doing well. So, didn't miss much. You being here, better time. Alex, glossy is sick. Wish your E-zone were that way. I think if the E-zone was glossy, it would be selling even more than it did now, just because it would look even better. Honestly, glossy rackets, my opinion, the better rackets. Isaac Snow is bad this year. No snow last year. Oh, that's not good. David Lowell, honestly though, gym community is the wackest sports community. Sometimes, sometimes it can be. Saunter Gym Bro is gonna destroy it, bro. It's crazy. And that's coming from a guy who does weightlifting. It's crazy, bro. They like Gymshark. Don't hate on their clothes. They'll get you. Alex, biface is close to natural gut for multi. Yeah. Saunter, you are an arm wrestler, but you go to the gym too. Very nice. Alex, multi feel not bad either if you want durability. Gotcha. David, rackets in the mid 2010s look very busy. The new rackets coming out in more solid, more tailored colorways are definitely a plus. Mm, kind, kind of. I mean, I liked some of the older colorways. A lot of the ones that were a lot of the ones that were around when I was first getting into it, and granted, this was back around 2016, 2017. But 2016 is when I actually started playing and I got my own first actual adult racket. Uh, is mainly just because that the first racket I got was the Wilson Ultra, and I actually still have that racket. But the original Wilson Ultra, where it was blue and yellow and everything, I like that, and I liked how a lot of the other frames just they were multicolored. I enjoyed that aspect to it. I have an old Technofiber that is white, red, and dark blue, but it looks almost purple. But yeah, I like the more like out there colorways for rackets. I think they look cool, but that's just what I really like. Oh, you want to see the Technofiber? Yeah, it's an old 315 XTD. It's this thing. I got this when I was in high school, and when I should not have got it. But this, I always thought this thing looked sick. Was a very big fan of this. But it's the 315. I should not have been playing with this as either a sophomore or a junior in high school, but it looks cool. So yeah, so like stuff like this, I miss. I miss stuff like this. Tony Mack, you hit pretty flat. Don't say unfortunately after that. Hitting flat is completely okay. Never had a problem breaking strings? Yeah. And you won't have a problem if you hit flat. Well, you meant you missed the last two today? What do you mean you missed the last two? What, were you stringing a rack and you missed the last two cross holes? David, you can fix that. You came back tense determined to hit the modern way. Interesting. Yes, Alex, they should release the Madison Keys prototype when she won the Aussie Open. That one looks so, in my opinion, that one looks so much better. It really did. Stacy, happy Christmas to you as well. Dave, some of them from the mid 2000s are still great, but there's a clear style change that happened post 2020. Yes, I will agree with that. There was a clear style change. I don't know if I'm fully here for it. Some of them look great, but I kind of like the mismatch of you never knew what you were going to get with them from beforehand. Like you cannot tell me that the current head radical looks better than the old head radicals. The old head radical, especially the Spider-Man looking one, that one was so much more fun than the highlighter traffic cone color it has now. You can fight me on that one, David. Alex Dang was on. I know, right? David, they took a while. Tekken Fiber took a while to perfect the look. Yeah, I'd say so. Would love to see it. Yeah. Let's see. Well, speaking of glossy rags, your friend went to Japan this week and she found a used near mint condition Headspeed Legend MP 2025 for just 170. That's crazy. William, I thought you were gonna say she went to Japan and bought a Regna from Yonex, and I would have been like, that's crazy. Okay. Oh dang, that's actually a beauty. Yeah. It looks so good. Even though I've chipped it up a little. It was so fun to play with when I was younger and didn't realize I shouldn't be using this. Let's see. Especially with a white grip lol. Well, and you bought the rack. That's crazy, buddy. Alex, did I string the speed MPs yesterday? I strung two of them, and then we had to stencil all of them, Alex. But no, I strung two of them, and those are the new speed MPs. That is what they're going to look like. That's what all the speed's going to look like. So that kid is, I think, sponsored, and so I think they just sent them to him, and I was like, dang, all right. Let's see. David, the Pure Strike Gen 3 is on crazy sale right now. Do you guys think it's worth it, or is the Gen 4 a lot better? David, is it actually the Gen 3 or is it the Gen 4 white and red and then the Gen and is it the Gen 4 white and red colorway? Because if it's Gen 3 to Gen 4, then it's like I don't know. If it's Gen 3 or Gen 4, I really don't see much difference. Like I personally didn't feel too much. I don't think Babla even changed too much with it besides like the colorway. There's not really much that stood out to me. But if it's just the Gen 4 one, because they released the silver and red one, then it's the exact same thing as Gen 4, which those are extremely discounted right now as well. So if you're wanting to get one, might as well, because it's just on sale to be on sale. Now I saw a coach brought five in the store. Yeah, I saw those show up and I was like, this again, all of them, all the time. Isaac, snow and showers on Friday morning. Ooh, that's not good. Well, you meant you missed the last two streams. It's 9 a.m. here, and you need your morning coffee to be functional ASAP. Well, Well, William, it's a good thing you missed last night's. Last night's was rough. Imma be honest. It was bad, very bad. So, not necessarily one you needed to be here for. David, you can't lie, you love the simplicity of the solid orangey red that had rifle. Bruh. I cannot get behind that with you. It looks like a traffic cone, and I do not care for it. Yeah. I may have orange glasses, but that radical is too much for me. Luckily, I don't play with the radicals, so I don't ever have to worry about getting one. Alex, right? Yeah. Logan, I don't know. It was a laptop I've had for years. It's worked well for me. Jaya, thank you, Brody. You're right. You're so happy to see you here every time. All the best to you. Well, thanks, Jaya. Appreciate it. Alex, yeah, he said he made sure that they would. Kids like a UTR 11, only 13. Hawk touch. Yes, it was head hawk touch. I don't know if he gets mad, but I don't know if he gets mad if they aren't stenciled, but I think because he's sponsored, they have to be, so they just don't want to do it, which understandable. Don't want to mess it up. Then you got to restring it. David, it's so hard to not be a racketaholic once you start this hobby lol. David, and you should focus more on technique, but it's awesome to try out new equipment. Yeah, it is. I know exactly how you feel, David. Exactly how you feel. Alex head gets mad on him. Oh, I could see it. I mean, if you're a sponsored athlete, they would want you promoting their thing, make sure that it looks clean. So I can see it. I can see why head would get mad if they aren't stenciled. It's just sometimes a pain stenciling all of them when they come in 2 hours before we close. I'm just like, dude, not cool. All right, everyone. We got 3 minutes. Yes, we did use the white stenciling. Nothing else would have showed up on Head Hawk Touch. All right, we got 3 minutes until the 45-minute timer goes off, and then I will be getting out of here. As I said, I'm still recovering from sickness, so I'm not trying to push myself too hard with this. But I will be back again tomorrow for at least another 30 minutes. And if I feel even better, we'll probably go even longer. What's up, Kaylee? How you been? Actually, Alex, no, I did not. I do not think I have the stomach flu. What we're thinking is that because I got this weird little thing on my inside my cheek, we're thinking that has like thrown me all off. Not necessarily a norovirus, novovirus, but we'll see. We'll see what the dentist says tomorrow. Rocio, you think you're going to sleep now? You took a hot shower for the back pain. But you think the shower made you really sleepy? So have a good night. See you next time. Well, Rocio, thank you for being here. I appreciate you checking in on me since you were here last night. But yes, thank you for being here. Good luck with your back pain. I hope it subsides and you get and your sleep does help get rid of it. Yeah, thank you for being here as always. And I'll see you next time. Alex, shucks. Yeah. Isaac, yes, I will be here tomorrow night. Isaac, always. Alex, you rock. Hope to see you Tuesday. Hey, man, if you're there, I should be there. Alex, should I string this up and just pull it out on Tuesday? See if anyone can tell what it is without seeing the giant glaring technofiber across the side of it. Charlie, Greetings. You're doing good. Very nice. I'm still recovering, I would say, Charlie, so that's why the stream's probably gonna be ending here in the next minute or so. But yeah. I gotta I'm going to get ready to go to bed so that way I can like fully rest up, especially because I have to go to work tomorrow, so I need to prepare for that. And then just make sure that my body is still kicking. So that's what's been going on with me. But yeah, I'm glad you're doing good. Alex, absolutely. What should I even put in this, Alex? What do we think? What do we think? David Knight, bro, feel better. Thank you. I appreciate it. Bro, I don't have Razor code. Kaylee, good. Your new cat's name is Snowball. She's a girl. Very nice. I don't got that either. Uh, I might get a pack of Razor code tomorrow. We'll see. I haven't tried Razor code enough, so that may be what we put in here just to have fun with it. Kayla, that's nice. Your new cat's name is Snowball. Very nice. Isaac, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Alex, feel better. Thank you. Charlie, thank you. I appreciate it. Phoenix, oh my gosh, I missed you like so many times. Phoenix, don't worry. There's good reason. It wasn't you. It was me. I I stopped the live streams. Uh, I stopped the live streams earlier than normal because I've been sick and I've been trying to recover, and that's why this one is about to end. So it's not you, it's me. I've been somewhat dying the past few days. Don't worry about it. But you have 6 days. You have 6 days, girl, until that audition. So better be practicing. I'm still going to, I'm still waiting to hear about it once it happens. But 6 days. Kaylee, a white cat with green eyes. Very cool. Now, Alex, see you later. About to pass out. That's crazy, bro. Things feel better. Thank you. I appreciate it. And yes, you do have your audition 6 days away on the 13th. All right. Kaylee, she's 1 year old. Very nice. Very nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we have crossed the 45-minute mark. And like I said, we were only going for 45 minutes today. Phoenix, you've been practicing like crazy and you won't be able to tell till the day because you literally have an event until midnight that night. That's crazy. But I'll totally tell you after. All right, I'll be waiting in the next stream. M, what's up? Feel better. Drink tea with honey, lemon, cinnamon, and garlic, or swallow an entire garlic clove. Take an aspirin. Interesting 3 different remedies. But all right. Kayla, you think your cat's very cute. Interesting. Fadli, thoughts on the Yonex VCore SV98? I never really got to hit with that. So I know a lot of people really, really like it, but I never really got to hit with it. So I don't really have too much to say about it personally. And drink enough water and take electrolytes. I definitely got the water part covered. The electrolyte part I need to work on. I will say that. But all right. We have crossed, we're well over the 45-minute mark. And like I said, I need to go to bed because I'm still recovering. So thank you all for being here. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me that you took time out of your day to come here, hang out, talk about kind of whatever we talked about. And yeah, we just hopefully you had as great of a time as I did. Oh, I forgot. Co-host Kirby has to make his appearance. All right. He had to at least show up for a little bit, even if it's during the outro. Yes. Thank you all for being here. Myself and Kirby, we appreciate you for being here. And so, from both of us, with that being said, as always, take care.